the man you've been waiting for and waiting for. It's not Rupert Pupkin, it's Drew Brees.
So
Newly signed.
Can you pay me back like $20 you owe me?
I was wondering what the first question was going to be when
Seriously,
I
I
walked in here.
can you afford it?
What do I owe you $20 for?
Just because. I mean, I found out you got a new payday, so I heard you owe me $20.
All right, I'll buy you some Jimmy John's or something.
Excitement to get the deal out of the way in the time frame you wanted and kind of move forward.
Yeah, and listen, first of all, I'm humbled and honored and have been from the day that I first stepped foot in here as a New Orleans Saint. And it's been an incredible journey, and I hope to continue that journey for quite a bit longer. And there's these processes that you've all, been here to see and be a part of yourself. And so I know that you guys have to deliver some tough questions along the way. And I think, like I've always said, these contract situations are indeed just a part of the process, and they all happen in due time. They all happen when they're supposed to, and both sides are very happy. Certainly, I'm very happy. I want to play my entire career here, and I'm just taking it one step at a time, 1 year at a time, one opportunity at a time. But this allows me to be around here for a bit longer, and I'll be here as long as they'll have me.
Can you give us some insight into how this whole process was for you? Taking it this far.
Well, I mean, again, it's probably a bit more complicated than it should be. But again, there's a lot of factors, along the way. And at the end of the day, Mickey has a job and a responsibility to do, as does Coach Payton, as do I. The thing that we are all very much aligned on is what puts this team in the best position to win and in the best position to make a run at a championship. And I appreciate the opportunity to be here, to be the quarterback of this football team. I very much respect Mickey and our management and Mr. Benson and Gail and Coach Payton. Pretty rare to be in a place where you have that type of consistency over the course of a long career, and just honored that they would have that type of faith and confidence in me to want to continue to have me be the quarterback of this team.
Hey, Drew, do you think you could have theoretically gotten more money elsewhere, but you just wanted to get this deal done? So, I mean, that wasn't obviously the biggest thing for you, right?
Well, it's not like I was a free agent, and even had that opportunity at this point. But no, I mean, my goal all along has been to, remain a New Orleans Saint, and so that was the objective. This entire negotiation was find something that was, very fair for both sides, and tried to put our team in the best position to make a run at a championship and sustain that for a long time, not just this year. I'm talking about for years to come.
How important, and because it's only a one-year extension, how important was it just to not have this looming over you or the team heading into the season, to have at least something temporarily in place?
Listen, it's I think that there's a, I don't know if I want to use comfort level, but it doesn't, it's not like there's my approach is the same regardless of whether I have a 5-year deal or whether I have a 1-year deal. Or, I mean, in my mind, you're always playing on 1-year deals, playing on 1-game deals. I mean, you've got to prove it each and every week, and you're only as good as your next performance, and that'll always be my mindset.
Drew, I'm sure you can't share many of the details, but what were some of the things that happened today? I mean, did you come off the practice field, sign a contract? I mean, take us through whatever you can.
I literally inked the contract 5 minutes ago. So I think we had pretty much agreed to everything yesterday, and then it was just kind of getting the paperwork in line. today, and obviously the day started early for me with preparation and then meetings and practice. And so when I came off the field, just headed up to see Mickey and Kai and sign the contract, and here we are.
And then this new deal, just over the next 2 years, you have the highest or second highest average annual value behind Andrew Luck. How does it feel to accomplish something like that as a 37-year-old?
Well, again, it's I'm just humbled and honored to have the opportunity to play this game, to continue to play this game at this stage, and to have a team that believes in me the way that they do.
Drew, we all know what elite quarterbacks make in this league. So how do you gauge that as a player, especially at your age, wanting to get paid the right amount, but also wanting to balance the cap and the ramifications it could have on the team and being able to get other players in here?
The cap situation to me was the most important element to this. Over the next few years, putting our team in the best position to be able to keep talent and acquire talent, and the right type of guys that fit what we're trying to accomplish here.
So that was something you talked with Condon about?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Drew, was there ever a point this summer where you thought this might not get done?
I'll be honest. I didn't dwell on this because this is the first time in my career that I've gotten an extension prior to the expiration of my previous contract. Every contract I've signed as a player has gone to the very end. 4 years in San Diego, and my contract was up and I got franchised. At the end of my franchise year, that's when I became a free agent. I signed with New Orleans. That was 6 years. I played all 6 years of that, then signed the new deal, and then I was 4 years into that 5-year deal and was able to extend. So it's again, not like something I hadn't done before. I've done it 3 times before. And while there is some security in knowing that you've got, a 2-year guaranteed deal versus just 1 year and then, what happens. Again, my mindset is always everything happens for a reason, and everything will happen the way it's supposed to.
Would you have ideally wanted more than just 1 year, so we're not having the same conversation again next year?
I plan to play for longer than 2 years, so yeah. I think my mindset going into this was to be able to secure a deal that would take me for as long as I plan on playing. But this was what was in the best interest of the team, and so that's why it was a 2-year deal.
Is that also
All right, that'll do it for NFL Live. Drew Brees, want more coverage of him? That's over on ESPN News. Sports Nation next on ESPN2. Jari Evans, a big signing for them.
Big signing, baby.
Help him. To 20. Thanks for watching.
Give me that money.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kevin. Smile. Happy birthday to you.
Sports Nation is presented by Toyota.
Oh, what's up, Sports Nation? Marcel Smiley joined by Yamin El Hassan and Mike Golick Jr. What did y'all think of LeBron's rendition of Happy Birthday?
Man, I mean, that was fine. Did they not have a weight room at UCLA?
Oh,
Doing that.
well, they had a cafeteria because Kevin Love was fat at UCLA. He had to lose some of that weight. But we have breaking news right here, and it's more than just happy birthday. It's happy signing day if you're Drew Brees. Drew Brees and the Saints have reached an agreement on a contract extension. It'll be announced as a 5-year deal, but Brees is contractually committed to the Saints for only the next 2 seasons. During that time, he will make $44.25, don't forget that, $1 million guaranteed. Mike, too much money for a 37-year-old quarterback?
No, listen, I think this works for both sides here, but he's going to average about $22 million over the next 2 years. The next closest comp, a guy 2 years older than him, and Tom Brady's going to average 20, and he's the guy we always laud for taking less for the better of the team. So this seems to work for both sides.
Yeah, yesterday we argued about whether $100 million was too much. We talked about committing. You got to know when to pivot. I like a 2-year deal better.
He's still really, really, really good.
Yes.
You're still able to kind of do some things around there. As long as it's not that too long of term of commitment, I'm good with it.
Yeah, this is a win-win. This is actually what you should have done. 4 years too long. The guy would have been in his 40s. I think that's just too much of a term. You look at this. They basically said, you're getting $20 million already this year. Then you're a free agent. What we're going to give you is a 1 year, $24.25 million contract. So that adds up to the 2 years, 44 for a guy who has led the league in passing 4 of the last 5 years, but a guy who's been on back-to-back 7 and 9 teams. It's time to see those numbers translate into some playoff success.
A lot of Ivy League math right there.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So basically, it's almost a dupe job. Like, here's a big deal, which is just 1 more year.
Well, it saves them from doing the franchise tag again with him because we know this would have been his 3rd tag. They would have owed him around $44 million for the 1 year. So you essentially get the same commitment with a lot less money.
Exactly.